What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can eat healthy while traveling for business. All right, guys, so what I want to do for you today while we're diving into this question of how should I eat healthy or how can I eat healthy while traveling for business is two things. Is one, explain to you what healthy really should mean for you and what that looks like. And then two, some practical steps or a practical game plan that you can implement that regardless of how much you travel, you can still get the results you want. As we dive into this, guys, first thing I want to say is I've already done a really in-depth training on how to eat healthy whenever you're super busy and you work all the time. So if you want to dive into the more overarching strategy that I've explained, click the link in the description and go watch that video. This one is going to be similar to that one, but much more tailored to people that travel. So if you travel all the time, what can I do to still get really good results with my health, to eat healthy? And what does that look like? So first, you need to understand what healthy is. And this is something that I really break down at a much more in-depth level in that other video. You need to understand if you're eating healthy, what does healthy mean? And this is a really common misconception for most people is healthy is a one-size-fits-all thing, and that's just not true. Marketing companies that are pushing supplements or pushing big fitness agendas or pushing some sort of food will try to sell you on this idea that there's this one-size-fits-all, that if you do carnivore diet and only eat meat and only eat red meat, then you'll be healthy. Or if you are a vegetarian and you eat these things, you'll be healthy. Or if you do 75 hard, or if you do the vegan, whatever it is, they're gonna try to tell you that there's a one-size-fits-all, and the reality is that's not true. There's some quote unquote keyword, some principles that will always be true. Like, hey, you need water, you need to be hydrated, or you need sleep, or you need enough protein, or you need to fuel your body with a certain number of calories. But there's also a lot of things that these companies are going to try to preach that are facts in quotations, but they're really not. They're a person by person thing. And so I want to encourage you first to shift your mentality around what healthy means and start to ask instead of what is healthy to what is healthy for me. What is healthy for me and my specific body? And the best way to do that is to get testing done. You need to understand where your body is at. What do I need? What kind of foods does my body respond well to? What am I deficient in? Is there certain nutrients and vitamins that I'm deficient in? Is there certain gut health issues that I have that might be preventing me from being the best version of me or being healthy? And so first off, mental shift before we dive into the practicality is healthy should be for you. What is healthy for me, not what is healthy in general, because it's customized to you. Now, once you understand that healthy should be healthy for you specifically and not an overarching thing, let's dive into how to practically implement this. There's two things you should be doing. I'm gonna give you the overarching strategy just for being busy, and then I'm also gonna refine it a little bit and break these down that if you're traveling, how to really apply these things. So the two steps, once you get testing, are one, protocol, two, autopilot. Once you have data, you need to take that data and implement it into a practical protocol or step-by-step game plan that you need to follow. If you're very busy, if you're traveling all the time, the last thing you want to be doing is thinking about, what should I be eating today? Should I work out? What should I be working out? That's a lot of wasted time and effort and mental energy that you could be spending on other things that you, in fact, probably don't have time for. You need to be focusing that on other things. And so if you have a protocol already in place that you just pull it up and here's my plan, that will save you so much time and effort. So regardless of how much you travel, you could be at a hotel, you could be on the road driving, you know what you're supposed to be doing and you're not having to think about it. The best way to do that is to get a coach to guide you through it. This is something we do for all of our clients is we take all that testing data and we say, hey, here's how you should move your body, or here's how you should eat to fit your body. Not to be healthy, but to be healthy for you. You know what you should be eating based off of your goals, your deficiencies, what your body says. You know what you should be doing workout-wise or movement-wise based off of your goals and what your testing says. So, if you're trying to eat healthy while traveling, the first two steps were, one is I gotta get testing done so I know what healthy means for me. Two is I need a protocol or a custom game plan set up for me so that even if I'm on the road, I'm at a restaurant or I'm at a hotel or I'm at a client meeting or whatever it is that you're doing, I know some strategies that I can follow that I don't have to think about it. And really the magic of this is more than even just the specific foods, if I gotta eat this, because that's kind of hard while you're traveling. It's more of an overarching principle of here's my boundaries. Here's the limits that I have. For a lot of our clients, they go to masterminds and networking events, and there's all kinds of foods that are presented, and there's also a bunch of alcohol that's put in front of them. Is alcohol bad? in moderation, you can make it happen, but it's really hard to hit your goals if you're over consuming it. And so that might be something you have to set a boundary on. If you already have a protocol or a game plan in place of, hey, at my client meetings, I have a 2-drink limit. That's something we do for a lot of our clients is I can't go past this because when I start to go past this, worse decisions are made on my nutrition, and all those calories from those drinks start to decrease my calorie intake I have left to eat. And so that might be a boundary for you. Other things that you can do boundary-wise too are, hey, I prioritize protein first, and I drink a ton of water, and then I eat other things. There's tons of boundaries you can put in place, or your coach can put in place for you, so that regardless of what foods you have access to, you still know what to focus on. Number 3 is autopilot. Once you have this testing data and you have a protocol or a game plan in place, or you have boundaries that are beginning to be set for you of here's what to focus on, now you need to find ways to put it on autopilot. Now, this is something I broke down much more in depth on the last video that I mentioned, that if you want to check that out in the description below, it'll talk about when you're super busy, what to focus on and how to put that on autopilot, but this is a little different. If you're traveling, there's still ways that you can find to put your nutrition on autopilot where it becomes super simple for you. Something we do for our clients is we actually will look at the restaurants that are in the area of where you're traveling, and we will pre-decide, hey, here's some meals that you can eat. Now, that makes it way easier for you. And it's, although you're still having to think about it and you're having to order it, even if we do that for our clients for them so they don't have to think about it at all, but if you're still ordering it, although that's a step you're having to take, it's way better than you having to pause and think, what should I be eating? Where should I get that? Oh, that's really far. Like, if you will put that decision way earlier and pre-decide what you're gonna eat, it no longer becomes a discussion. It no longer becomes a, pizza really sounds good though. No, it becomes a decision you've already made. And so it really becomes like an autopilot thing that I'm running the game plan. We've already decided. It's already been pre-scheduled. That's a really big decision I would make ahead of time is if I know where I'm going, let's pre-decide where I'm gonna eat. Now, if you understand these and you're like, hey, I get it. I need testing done. I understand what my body needs. I understand that I need to follow a specific game plan, number 2, or protocol based off of that testing. And number 3, I need to find ways to make it easier. Let's break down just some practical brass tacks. How do I start to implement some of this while I'm traveling? Because I get that can be hard. Yes, you have testing and you understand what your body needs, which we do for our clients, and we set up a game plan for them, but it can be really hard to practically implement some of this while you're on the road. All right, so now that you understand the overarching strategy of if you're busy or if you're traveling, there's 3 things you need to focus on. Testing, so you know what your body needs. Protocol, so you have a game plan to follow that holds you accountable, that guides you through it so you don't have to think about it. And then autopilot is I need to find ways to make this easy, whether it's looking at restaurants ahead and pre-deciding, or I'm scheduling my workouts ahead of time, or I'm having someone send me food. Like, there's tons of strategies you can use to make that simple for you. But once you understand the overarching 3-step process, I'm gonna break down just 2 really simple things that you can do to make it easy while you're traveling. And there's really 2 directions you can take this. Is 1, you need to ask yourself, what do I have access to? What food am I gonna have delivered for me? What food are they gonna have at the event that I'm going to? What food does the restaurants in the area have? What food is the hotel that I have gonna provide? Like, what resources do I have? That's the first thing you need to understand. If you're gonna pre-plan this stuff and you're gonna make sure you get good results on the road, you gotta just ask yourself, what do I have? What do I have available to me? That's the first really understanding. Because if you don't know what you have and you try to figure out when you get there, then it's going to be chaos and you're never going to get to the results you want. So first question is take inventory of what resources do I have? Are there convenience stores in the area that I can get a protein shake? Are there restaurants in the area like a Chipotle that I could get a protein bowl? Are there options that I can find that are really simple for me to eat healthy? So once you've taken that inventory, then step 2 is you need to pre-plan what you need to bring resources wise. If there are things that you cannot get on the road, this is what we have all of our clients do, is we plan to bring them. Whether it's, I'm gonna bring all my meals with me. I know that may sound like a lot. It's not as complicated as you think. Like, you can just have prepackaged meal prep in a cooler backpack. If you don't want to do that, there's a bunch of other options you can do too. You can have some pre-planned snacks that you bring of protein bars and shakes that I have. Or like me, you can just know, here are the specific go-tos that I have at convenience stores. Here's the specific go-tos that I have at restaurants. And the biggest thing you need to understand is it doesn't have to be complicated. If you have a protocol and a game plan to follow and you know that I just need this much protein, you can kind of grab whatever fits that because you understand here's what my body needs. And so overarching, if you are traveling all the time. If you're very busy, you're like a lot of our clients, if you're like me as well, I travel every single week, but I still want to stay healthy, I still want to get the results I want, you need to follow the 3-step strategy of get testing done, understand what your body needs, get a protocol in place, have a coach walk you through this. I'm a coach. I help people. I still have a coach that tells me what to do so I don't have to think about it. Number 3, find ways to make it simple. Put it on autopilot for yourself, which a lot of that is just pre-planning. And the 2 things that I would tell you to focus on when you're planning is 1, take inventory of what you have access to, what restaurants are in the area, what convenience stores, what can I get? And then 2, if I don't have access, I need a plan to bring it with me. What shakes do I need? What supplements do I need? What snacks do I need? Or do I need to just bring my meals with me? If you can have that sort of framework of thinking, you can get incredible results regardless of where you are. And how do I know that? Because I do it all the time. I travel every single week, sometimes more than that. Our clients travel all the time too. And so this is a proven framework that you can begin to implement. If you're like, hey, I get it, that's awesome, but how do I actually do this? How do I get testing? How do I get a protocol in place? How do I put this on autopilot? Like, what are some more strategies? Can someone do this for me? I want to coach you for free, if that's cool. So what I've done is I've included in the description below a free resource, a free ebook that actually shows you how to set up your workouts, how to set up your nutrition, and how to get testing done so that you know exactly what you should be doing, that regardless of how much you travel, you can still get great results. If you'd like that free resource, if you'd like to get great results, click that and download it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope it was valuable, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.